Okay, guys, now we'll start our session. So today here we are going to be discussing about the REST APIs, guys. REST API related discussion. So what is a REST API? Who can learn this REST API? First of all, what are the prerequisites? What are the prerequisites to learn this REST API? And then what is the use of REST API in the real time? These all terminologies we need to be understanding, guys. First of all, these are all basic concepts we need to be understanding. So who can learn this REST API? First of all, this point required to know, guys. So all Python plus Django students, guys. All Python Django students, Django framework students can learn this REST API related, guys. So REST API is RESTful services available in the Java side also, in .NET side also available, guys. So in Java side, using the Java coding, they are going to be developing REST APIs. So in our Python side, using Python with the Django framework related coding, we are going to be developing the REST APIs, guys. So that's why Python knowledge required and then Django framework knowledge required to learn this REST API course. If you are belongs to Java related or .NET related or any other course related students or employees, guys, so then you are not eligible for this one. Is this clear? Okay. Next up. So why I'm giving means previously so many people joined, guys. Java related people joined. So here this is belongs to the Python related. Python with the Django framework required, guys. So next here is Django framework, guys. Is Django framework and Django REST framework. Is Django framework and Django REST framework both are same or different, guys. Both are same or different. At this point we need to know first of all. So REST APIs, guys, to developing the REST APIs, we are going to use here Django REST framework. This Django REST framework we are going to be discussing, guys. So a lot of people calling like REST API, guys. So our course name here actually Django REST framework. Using this, we are going to be developing the REST APIs. Okay. What is your answer here? So Django framework is different and Django REST framework is different, guys. So both are same, not both are not the same, guys. Both are different. So you need to be remember Django framework is different and Django REST framework is different, guys. Both are not the same. Right? So the concepts which are available in the Django framework, those all concepts available in the Django REST framework also. That's why we can considering like Django REST framework, Django REST framework is an extension concept, guys. Is an extension concept of Django framework. Is an extension concept of the Django framework. Django REST framework is an extension concept of the Django framework. It means, guys, it means the concepts which are available in Django framework, those all available in Django REST framework, guys. In Django REST framework. So in Django REST framework, guys. Okay. Yes. Yes. So Django REST framework is an extension concept of the Django framework. It means the concepts which are available in Django framework, those all concepts guys available in the Django REST framework also. Django REST framework also. So plus Django REST framework contains guys Django REST framework contains Django REST framework contains some new modules guys. Django REST framework contains some new modules and the classes and the methods. Because of these all things guys, because of because of these all things because of these all things so this Django REST framework is getting demanding nowadays. So Django REST framework contains some new modules, classes and methods. So in our Django REST framework we are going to learn about these new modules, classes and methods related guys. So because of all these modules and classes guys, so our Django REST framework, DRF stands for Django REST framework guys. Because of all these modules and classes, our Django REST framework is getting more demanding guys. Is getting more demanding nowadays. Is getting more demanding nowadays. Are you understanding this one? The Django REST framework contains some new modules and classes or methods. So because of these modules or classes, our Django REST framework is getting more demanding nowadays. So how we can say because of these modules, this Django REST framework getting demanding? Slowly we'll understanding. So once completing demos, guys, within this today demo and tomorrow demo, you will understanding. Okay. So remember, to developing any application, guys. So front-end logics required, presentation logics required, business logics required, database logics required, guys. Presentation logics developing purpose, we are using UI technologies called like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, Angular, React, or anyone. So like these all things we are using, and presentation logics we are developing. Business logics, if we want to developing as business logics, so then any one language and language related framework required is business logics developing purpose. We required any one language, guys. So to developing the business logics, we required one language, guys. We required one language. So the language is here we are choosing Python already. We choose it Python, guys. And any one framework, this language related framework, we require to choose, guys. So that is here Django framework. We choose the Django framework. Using Flask framework also we can design. Using Flask framework also we can design, guys. So are you getting, guys, voice? Are you hearing my voice? Yes. Okay. So to developing the business logics of our application, we required any one language knowledge, that is the Python language we choose already, and a language related framework knowledge required, guys. So that is the Django framework we learned already. Okay. So using Flask we can design, using Django also we can design. Compared to the Flask, the Django framework having more demanding nowadays in the real time. That's why we given first priority to the Django framework. Next, guys, next. After completing the Django framework, guys, so we need to learn API service related, guys. Okay. So REST APIs, how creating simply APIs related. REST APIs also required for our application. To developing our application related business logics, so REST APIs also required, guys. So to developing these REST APIs, we are going to use this Django REST framework. We are going to use this Django REST framework, guys. Clear that? So by combining of these all things, Python with Django REST framework, we can design this backend logic, guys. So using Python with Django, guys, what we can do, and using this REST API, what we can do. So that is now we'll see here one diagram basically. So just find the point here. Yes, yes. Now here I have one database, guys, and here I have one Django project. So here I have one Django project, and here having the database, having the data. This is the browser, guys. The browser. Now from the browser sending the request. From the browser sending the request, guys. This is we are sending request, and we are getting the response, guys. So we are getting the response. Now here, and now we are getting the response back, and we are sending the request, guys. Here. So this is a database. Database having some records. So like multiple records I have in my database, guys. Multiple records I have. So database contains these all multiple records. So from the browser, we can send the request, guys. From the browser here. So we are sending the request, guys. So www.facebook.com, youtube.com, like anyone, you can use it. So simply here the something localhost, guys. Localhost, something localhost, column slash, like something there. So localhost, column something port number, and then slash. So employees there, guys. Employees there. This is my URL, guys. Employees slash. So whenever I'm sending like this URL, guys, employees slash, this request passing to this Django, guys. This is Django project. Django project. In this Django project, models we are using, views we are using, templates we are using, admin code related admin files we are using, setting files we are using, like all files we are using and developing this project. Now, this Django taking this request, sending this request to the database, getting the response, guys. For example, this is a request, guys, sending the request and getting the response, guys. So here also sending the request, sending the request, and now getting the response. This response in this browser we can display this. In this browser we can display this layer. So now, guys, using Python with Django, guys, using Python with Django, simply Python logics plus Django framework, guys. Django logics, Python plus Django logics or concepts. So we are designing this Django project. Using Python with Django logics, we are designing this Django project. So at the time of learning Django, guys, people are doing like this only. So developing one project, guys, here, for example, Zomato application or Swiggy application or one employee CRUD operation related application or one product CRUD operation related, one book CRUD operation related, creating books, updating books, deleting books, like that, guys. Okay. So after developing this project, so in the database, some information we are creating database data we are creating related to our models, guys. Now from the browser we are sending the request. That request redirecting to the database by Django, and now Django getting response. This response now sending to the browser. So this communication we done in our Django, guys. Now, what is the use of REST API? What is the use of REST API, guys? Now here I have one another application, guys. I have one another application. So this application is nothing but Java application, guys. Assumption. It's like a Java application. Java application, guys. Java application, .NET application, like some other applications also, guys. So here Java application is there. Yes, just I'll give you this explanation, and then you can ask me, guys. No problem. Just wait. Yes, here we are sending the request, guys. from the Java application, and we are getting the response, guys, to the Java application. So Java application person sending request to the Django, Django interacting to the database, getting the response back. This response now sending to the Java, guys. So if we want to send like that, so we required here a REST API, guys. We required here a REST API. Okay, so REST APIs. Using the Django REST framework, we are developing these REST APIs, guys. Using the Django REST framework, REST APIs logics we are developing. So by using the REST APIs only, guys, by using the REST APIs only, by using the REST APIs, the Java person can send the request, can get the response. Using the Django URLs, guys, using the Django URLs. So here, Django URLs we are developing, guys. So now, using the Django URLs from the browser, we can send the request and we can get the response. Using the other application, guys, using REST APIs from the other application, using the REST APIs, we can send the request, can get the response. So as a Django developer or Django learner, guys, you people are learning about this one. Now, as a REST API developer, to this existing project, how we are developing the REST APIs, and these REST APIs, how people can use from their application. So from the other application like Java, .NET or Python or another Django project, how we are testing, and some Postman tool is the real-time tool, guys. Using the Postman tools, how testing. So using the command prompt, how testing. So using the Python application, guys, how testing. So like several ways I will show you in this REST API session, guys. And these APIs creating purpose also, we have multiple concepts, guys. Concept 1, concept 2, like several concepts we have. So I will explaining about these all concepts, guys, one by one like that. Okay? Yes, guys. So guys, here to learn this REST API, so 40 days time required to learn this REST API, guys. 40 days duration 40 days required, guys. And time, guys, time 8:30 to 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m., guys. 9:30 p.m. So we are learning 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. right now. And next, here everyday material, guys. Everyday material will be sharing to you. So I'll take your emails. Management people will take your emails, and to your emails, guys, material sharing. Today one topic I'm explaining, the topic related material you are getting. And also, guys, projects, every day we are doing the projects. The project code sharing to you, guys. Project code sharing. So live code only we are doing, guys. Live code developing. So existing projects not explaining. So in our class only we are going to be developing, guys. Live code only developing. And next, guys, videos recording, guys. Everyday videos recording. So now videos also sharing to you. So 1 year accessible, 6 months accessibility there, guys. 6 months accessibility there. 6 months accessibility there. Video sharing, 6 months accessibility. Okay. So and my name is, guys, Shankar sir, and I have 8+ years of experience, guys. Simply I'm writing like that. 8+ years of experience, and my role is a Python developer. So I developed a number of Python full stack applications, guys, and also I took number of batches for the REST API, for Java, for Python, for Django related, and full stack Python related, and UI technologies related, guys. So number of batches I took previously, and presently also I'm teaching, guys, some batches. So this is about the course planning, guys. So 40 days you need to be spent, and every day 1 hour you need to be spent. Every day material I'm sharing, project related, and project code sharing. So live code developing in the class, and 6 months warranty, accessibility there, guys. and about my information, this one. My role is a Python developer, guys. Got it? So guys, here some people thinking like in this session only myself there, 1% there, 2% there, like that. So here the people learning REST API is very few people only. Why few people only learning? Why not more people? So I'll give you that all clarifications. Just wait some time. So why people learning more and more Python later? Why some people only learning Django? And again, why few people only learning Django REST framework? With all informations we will discuss, then you will understand. So at 9:30, guys, at 9:30, so just 4 5 days back, one session started, guys. At 9:30, one session started. 9:30 to 10:30 there. Okay. So right now 8:30 to 9:30 for your session I started. So after completing demos, guys, if you are okay, with my demo sessions, and you can contact the admin people and about the course details, all you will get it. So in the chat box only people sharing, guys, about this batch 3,000 charging, guys. So simply 3K charging. Okay, course fees 3K, guys. So then once if you are completing your registration, if you are interested about this batch, then that 9:30 batch and your batch will merge. Okay, only 4 5 sessions only completing. So just demos only, guys, like these all demos related only. Why this Django REST framework learning? Why this Django REST framework is getting demanding in the real time? Who can learn this Django REST framework? Like all the what are the features are providing by Django REST framework? Like all the basic scenarios I explained. For you also, I will explain it, guys. Got it? So there are already some people there. You are going to be merged with them. So later, if you people are interested at 8:30, then those people will join along with you. 8:30 to 9:30 we can discuss, or 9 to 10 we can discuss. That is all depending on your requirement, depending on the student's interest. Yes. It is clear? Pranab Kumar and Shankar. So already one session started at 9:30 to 10:30, 1 hour session. So just demos planning for you. Once if you are interesting about these demos after completing, so then we'll merge, guys, and everyday material and these all things you are getting, material you are getting, coding you are getting, live code we are developing, and the video links you are getting. Okay. So I took number of batches previously, guys. Yes, I'll take care, but I'll take care. Just wait. So now, guys, see here, this is about the course planning. Just forget about this. So now, why people are learning Python first of all more and more? Nowadays, this Python is getting more demanding, guys. So Python is called as a general purpose programming language. Once after learning the Python, guys, so we can learn artificial intelligence related course. So data science related, guys. Data science related. So machine learning related, guys. Machine learning related. Deep learning related. Okay. So deep learning related, robotics, guys, robotics related, artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning, deep learning, robotics. So Azure, to learn the Azure also Python knowledge required, guys. So again, data analytics related, guys. So data analytics related, data processing related, web scraping related, guys. Web scraping, related. Like several courses there, guys. So web development related, for example, web development. So okay, now here web development related, guys. Simply like these all courses, guys. If you want to learn, then Python knowledge is required, guys. So here we have a Python, for example, guys. So we have a Python. To learn this data science, guys, to learn this data science, Python is required. To learn this artificial intelligence, Python is required. To learn this web development related Python is required, machine learning related Python required, deep learning Python required. So these all courses guys require the Python. That's why nowadays Python is called like a general purpose programming language to learn these all courses, to work on these all sections guys. Clear that? So that's why this Python is getting demanding guys. For example, here I given 9 courses. Each course joined by 100 students guys. Each course joined by 100 students. So 9 into 100, 900 students guys. 900 students are learning the Python. Okay, so that's why this Python is getting demanding. And one more main reason, so if you are choosing Python as your language guys, as your primary language, and if you are learning the Python related all the things guys, so more interview calls you are getting. I mean, in one company artificial intelligence related projects there guys. So in Infosys company this related projects there, in the TCS company data science related project there, in the Wipro company guys web development related there. It means these all companies are focusing on the Python students, Python developers, focusing on the Python developer. Later, whatever they required, they will train on that particular part, and you are going to be developing those kind of applications. It is clear? So that's why Python is called like a general purpose programming language. So in your resume, if you are adding Python, guys, so more interview calls you are getting, easily we can crack the jobs also, and more packages we are getting. And also, guys, every year in the entire world, so which course learning more and more, and about the which courses are about the which course related videos people are searching, and from the already existing jobs, guys. Some people working with PHP, working using the PHP they are developing, using .NET they are developing, so using Java they are developing application guys. So those existing people also changing their career to the Python development related because of having its demanding guys, because of Python demanding. Okay, so that's why guys you can get confirmation Python is more demanding nowadays. So, and not only that, Python having lot of features, guys. So Python is simple language, easy syntax there, expressive language. Python is a portable language. Python is a scalable language. Python is a versatile language. Like so many, at the time of learning Python, you people are getting. Okay, so I don't want to be discussing much more about the Python related here. Later, guys, who can choose Django? Who can choose Django? So who can choose Python means the people who want to becoming like a these all science engineers guys. These all software engineers. Okay, artificial intelligence software developer, data science related developer, web development related developer. Like if you want to settle as these all roles guys. Okay, so developing these kind of applications, then Python you can learn it. Next, who can learn Django guys? Who can learn Django means the people who wants to developing these web applications guys, the people who want to be developing the web applications, or else the people who want to be settled as a web developer, software web developer, then those people can learn this Django framework. So here D is a silent guys, that's why we can call like a Django framework. D is a silent, then we can call like a Django framework. Understanding? So if you want to developing web application like Flipkart, Zomato, Swiggy, Amazon, YouTube kind of application, then you can choose this Django framework. This Django framework. So here each course 100 people learning guys. So totally 9 courses there, 900 people learning Python. Out of the 900, how many people are choosing this web development? 100 people choosing this. Assumption. Assumption guys, just like 100 people choosing the Django framework. Django framework for developing the web application. So what are the top X companies guys which are developing by using Django framework? So sometimes asking in interviews guys, the top most companies which are using, which are developing by using Django, or else which are using the Django framework. So you can consider here YouTube guys, YouTube application previously using PHP and Cake PHP framework. PHP is a language, Cake PHP is a framework. Using that developing guys. So now later they change it to Python with Django. So that's why getting more demanding nowadays. So YouTube application guys and Bitbucket application, code hosting platform, guys, Gitbucket, where we can exchange our information, guys. So you and your colleagues together will interact using the GitHub, guys, GitHub, Bitbucket, code hosting platforms. And next, guys, discuss, guys, online. Instagram, you can take Instagram. Instagram is a popular social media application, guys. Social media application. So every day using Instagram, so millions of people uploading millions of photos, guys, and a lot of people are giving clicks, okay, likes, comments, like lot of things doing. So it means, guys, millions of requests sending by Django and getting millions of responses, guys. So these all things are easily handling by Django framework. So YouTube application, Instagram application, YouTube, Instagram, Bitbucket, and next, guys, Mozilla Firefox browser. Mozilla browser, worldwide the second largest browser, guys. So second most popular browser is Firefox, Mozilla Firefox. This is also designed by Django framework only. And the Spotify music channel, music platform there, guys. Music cloud platform there. So where we can get the music information, guys. We can buy music, we can share music, we can listen music. And the Washington articles, yes, social. This is a new channel related Washington article there. National Geography, like one forum is there. These all things are using Django designing as more than lakhs of application, guys, designed by Django framework. More than lakhs of application. So more than 1 lakh of application designed by Django framework, guys. Okay, yes, simply to developing the web applications, we can design this Django framework, guys. Next, who can learn REST API? Who can learn this DRF, Django REST framework, guys? So, or else simply called REST API. REST API is nothing but DRF, guys, Django REST framework. Okay, remember this. REST API, simply using the Django REST framework we are developing, guys. So who can learn this REST API means the people who are learning this Django framework, guys. The people who are learning this Django framework, those all people must be required to learn this REST API also, guys. All Django 100% people must be required to learn this Django REST framework also. But so many people that don't know about the REST API, they don't know awareness of the REST API, guys. That's why they are not learning. And they are attending the jobs. They are attending the interviews, guys. They are attending the interviews. When they are attending the interview person first asking questions about the Python and then Django. So and then starting about the REST API. Started about the REST API. So that time some people thinking about REST API. Okay, our Python side we have REST API also. I don't know about the REST API. Like they are thinking. Okay. So lot of demanding is there, guys, REST API development related. Every Django developer must be required to learn the REST API, but only few people learning because of the lack of awareness. So I means in the market, guys, so many people are teaching about the Python. So many people teaching about the Python. So for example, 100, okay, or else 50 faculties, guys, 50 faculties, okay, 50 trainers, guys, so teaching about the Python related. Next, when it comes to the Django, guys, out of the 50 guys, so 20 or 10 people only, very less people teaching Django, guys. So I means this Python related different courses there. Each course related different faculties there, guys. Not only faculties and the real time trainers, guys. Like okay. So these all real time trainers, these all things knows about the Python. Only some people knowing about the Django. Who can know means, so who is knowing means web developers. The people who are developing the web applications using the Python related framework, they knows about the Django. So those people will teach about this Django, guys. Okay, and only few people knows about the REST API, guys. Out of these 10 faculties, just 2 or 3 faculties only, guys. 2 or 3 faculties only teaching about the REST API, and 2 or 3 trainers only teaching about the REST API, guys. So that's why, guys, so many people not having awareness of the REST API. Why means these Django faculties, guys, Django faculties not telling about the REST API introduction. So after learning Python, guys, Python faculty giving that information related to Django, guys. If we want to developing the web applications like this, Django framework require like that, giving information. Then people can choose Django, or can choose artificial intelligence, or can choose data science. So later, guys, the people who are choosing this Django framework, so the Django trainers or Django faculties 100% must be required to give information related to the REST API. Then only people can learn the REST API. But here, out of 10 people, guys, so only 2-3 people only knows about the REST API. Remaining people, they don't know about the REST API. Okay, so if they are giving information about the REST API, immediately people are expecting, students are expecting, sir, when you are teaching about the REST API. Okay, or else are you teaching REST API also in the Django framework? Like asking. That's why a lot of trainers or faculties not giving information about the REST API, guys. So when students attending the interviews, then they are realizing. Okay, guys, 5 to 6 years back, guys, 6 to 7 years back, Python related, very few people only knows, guys. That time, if you are having basic skills related to Python, immediately got job. But now, guys, present year, so lakhs of people learning Python, guys. Thousands of people learning Python every day. So that's why people expecting Django framework knowledge also. Python with Django. So in last 2-3 years back, guys, so when very few basic things asked about the Django framework. Now Django also learning more people. That's why now people are asking about the REST API, some few basic things. So that's why, guys, if you are learning REST API and if you are adding this REST API in your resume along with Python language, Django framework, and REST API, then you people are getting more interview calls. Your resume is getting more weightage. Weightage means priority getting, guys. This clear? And one more point, all REST API developers, guys, all the REST API developers able to developing Python coding and able to developing the Django coding. Okay, all Django developers, guys, able to developing the Python code, but maybe some people not able to developing the REST API code. That means all Django developers not required the REST API, not learning the REST API because of they don't know about the REST API. Or else in their company they are developing the presentations, I mean business logics, guys, for interacting with the database, for interacting with UI technologies presentation, then Django logics only they are developing. Okay, so some people involving in this REST API part also. What is the use of this REST API? Means here given, guys. So from the other application, people can interact with our Django application. So if we are not developing the REST API for our Django project, then this Java person unable to interact with our Django and they are unable to communicate to database and getting data. Got it, guys? If we are developing the REST APIs for our project, then Java application, .NET application, PHP application, another Django application, one more Python application. So these all people interact, guys. These all people interact with our Django project because of the REST APIs. Without REST APIs, guys, these all people not interacting with our Django project. Only people can interact from the browser, directly sending the request and they are trying to get the response. So to make one application to another application communication, then REST APIs must be required. That is the concept, guys. That is the basic concept. Are you understanding? And why required to learn this Django REST framework? More points we need to know it, guys. So I'll tell about those all points now. Previously, guys, I took number of REST API batches. Some people they completed Python with Django from the other faculties and they attended the interviews, and in the interviews they got questions related to REST API. So that time they got doubt, in our Python we have REST API, do we have REST API also, like that. Later they realized and they came to my location, guys, and they learned my REST API. Okay, so my offline sessions previously so many people joined, so now only online session I'm taking guys for the recipe in this late night. Okay, for the employees related, most of the times taking. So previously in my batch, many employees joined, students joined. So all the topics guys I'm teaching STP related, a lot of topics. So without knowing anything guys, you can get a lot of things here, and STP related questions. I will share topic wise questions I'll create and I'll share it, and I'll ask questions guys like a mock interview related. So be prepared for that. Be ready for that. Right? Yes. So next, I given here one point guys. So who can learn REST API? So the people who knows Python with the Django framework, they can learn about the Django REST framework. So Python if knows, then Django can learn. Django if knows, then Django REST framework can learn. So one more thing here. Okay, I'll save it this in the database or somewhere else. Up to app. Okay. Okay, now here. This is one Django guys. This is Django project, or you can take like this. So this is the Django, and this one is a Django REST framework guys. This one is the Django REST framework. Okay. Now Django framework. In this Django framework, so we know about the models related guys. We know about the views related, model related. We know views related, URLs how to creating. We know, and after the URLs, there's settings how we are creating, project level URL to app level URL how we are communicating. So views related guys. Okay, views already given, models, views, URLs, settings. Here only templates related you are getting knowledge, variables creating, tags creating, structure related, all the things guys. So types of views, function based views, class based views we are getting, and admin.py related code also, admin code also we are getting, admin related code guys. So media file settings, static file settings related, sessions concept related, like several things guys we'll learn here. Again, some commands guys like make migrations command we are using every day, migrate command we are using, migrate, migrate command, make migrations, migrate, and create super user command we are using, and run server command we are using, and project creating command guys. So start project command and the start app command. Like these all things we learned in Django framework guys. We are learning in the Django framework. So these all topics available. These all are available in the Django REST framework also guys. Django. This is what the Django REST framework. Django REST framework related guys. So now here in this Django REST framework, we have some new modules guys. Plus we have some new modules. Plus we have some new classes, some predefined classes we have, and some new methods we have guys. Some new methods we have. You know? So we are going to learn about these new modules, these new classes, and these new modules guys. In Django only we are learning these all things. In this Django REST framework, we are going to learn about this REST API related new modules, new classes, and new methods, along with these all concepts. So every day we are using these all concepts, guys. Every day we are using these all Django related concepts. Plus these Django REST framework related concepts we are focusing. So at the time of learning Django, you are learning about all these kind of topics, guys. So now in the Django REST framework, every day we will use these all things, and the Django REST framework related new modules. What are there? What is the use of those modules? What are the classes there? What are the methods there? Purpose of those classes and methods? Like all we are learning, guys. So by learning these all things, guys, and by using these all things, then we can develop the REST APIs, guys. We can develop the REST APIs. Clear this? So REST APIs we can design by using the Django REST framework. So now, guys, here using the Django URLs, guys, here using the Django framework, Django URLs we are developing. Using the Django URLs from the browser, people can send the request, get the response. Now here using the REST APIs from the other application, people can send the request and they will get the response. They will get the response, guys. Okay, now? Yes. Remember this. So this is just a basic session, guys. Basic session today. So tomorrow session also you can plan. Tomorrow actual advantages of Django REST framework. Django REST framework related actual advantages. So why this Django REST framework is getting demanding nowadays? Why not other APIs? Using Django REST framework, we are developing the APIs, REST APIs. We have also SOAP-based APIs. SOAP-based APIs. So why SOAP-based APIs not getting demanding nowadays? Why REST APIs getting demanding nowadays? These all things you people will understand. Okay, so yes, guys. Today is the first class. Today is the first class demo related only. So tomorrow, this main REST API related topics I will discuss. So why this REST API is getting more demanding nowadays? REST API having more features, guys. So because of those features, this is getting demanding. Just one example I'll give you. Just one point. Using this Django framework, guys, one CRUD operation related logics, if we want to be developing CRUD operations related, creating, updating, reading, deleting related, then more than 100 lines of code, guys. So more than 100 lines, more than 100 lines code required, more than 100 lines of code required with UI technologies, guys. With the UI technologies. So nothing but HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, like these all knowledge required. Python with the Django knowledge required. So finally, to performing this CRUD operation, more than 100 lines of code required. The same CRUD operation using the Django REST framework, if we want to developing as the same CRUD operation, less than 10 lines of code enough, guys. Less than 10 lines code enough. Okay, while writing the business logics. Inside the views, guys, more than 100 lines of code required, and in the templates, so a lot of UI technology related code required. So here also HTML tags, HTML code, so almost more than 100 lines of code we are writing. So business logics 100 lines code we are writing, and the UI technology presentation logics also 100 lines required. For example, 200 lines of code we are writing in Django. The same thing, guys, the same Django CRUD operation related project using the Django REST framework. So within the less than 10 lines we can develop, and no need of knowing about the UI technology here. In the Django REST framework, no need to discussing about the UI coding, HTML, CSS, all things. Just we are focusing on the back end only. So with less than 10 lines, we can do CRUD operation. So how we can say with less lines we can develop these all things in the tomorrow session you will understand. Okay, na? So tomorrow we have this session, guys. Tomorrow, so 3 sessions I'm planning. 3 sessions I'm planning, guys. So if you are interested my session, then you can make it your registration. About this course, guys, a 3K charge, 3K taking fees. So for more information, you can contact the admin people, office team. You will get the more information about the course. So already I said, guys, 9:30 already session there. 4-5 days back when I started. Just these basic demos completing. So for you also, I'm taking these demos. I will add with them. And no topic, no single topic also skipping, guys. Whatever I'm teaching to your senior previous batch is all things teaching to you also. I will stop now this recording. If you are having any queries, you can let me know, guys. Thank you. Do you have any queries? Yes, 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 Pranab. So if you are having basic Python knowledge, and do you know Django knowledge basic? Basic Django knowledge. So nowadays, all people are developing the APIs, guys. They are moving their entire project to the APIs only. You know? So some little bit basic Django knowledge also required. I mean, these REST APIs using these concepts we are developing. Everyday model views, URLs, settings related. These all things if you don't know also no problem. These commands every day we are using. Even though these commands if you don't know, I will explaining in our Django REST API. I will explaining guys these all things. And in the Django only what is model, how creating model if people are learning. And every day myself I will create in our REST API also. But if you are already knows about this, then more easily you can understand here. Okay? So if you are interested, then I'll take care. How to creating models, why creating these all things I will explaining in the Django REST framework also. And the procedure I will share guys, why creating, how creating, like procedures also, step 1, step 2, like a number of steps I'm giving related to models. If you are following that, you will understand. So previously some people joined like that also. So that is all up to your ways. Any other queries? Yes, thank you. Come on, guys. Any other queries? If anyone having, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll stop other session I have. Bharat. Okay, thank you, guys. See you tomorrow.